Hi, my name is Amanda Gustin. I'm the Director of Collections and Access at the Vermont Historical Society, and I'm coming to you here from our new research and exhibition gallery. Today, I'm going to talk to you about a very small item from the collections of the Vermont Historical Society that nevertheless touches on a couple of really big pieces of Vermont history. This object is the Governor Aiken Bucktail Streamer, which is the official fly fishing lure of the state of Vermont. So first, Governor Aiken. George Aiken was born in Dummerston, Vermont, and raised in Putney starting in 1892. He was a horticulturist and an orchardist. He raised fruits and berry plants in Putney. And then he embarked on a long political career. He was a state representative, Speaker of the House, Lieutenant Governor, and then finally Senator from Vermont from 1941 to 1975. He was also briefly governor, and often today he is still called Governor Aiken, even though he was a senator for over 30 years, hence the name of this fly fishing lure. George Aiken, alongside his political career, alongside his agricultural career, was an avid fisherman. So George Aiken often went fishing all over the state of Vermont, and he frequently went fishing at Quimby Country, which is a family and sporting resort in the Northeast Kingdom on Great Averill Pond. One of his best friends to take along on these trips was a man named Russell Merriman, who was an insurance executive from Montpelier. And it was Russell Merriman in the 1940s who developed this fly fishing lure and then named it after his friend as the Governor Aiken Bucktail Streamer. So, fly fishing. Fly fishing is a method of fishing in which you use as the lure an extremely lightweight piece of material that is meant to mimic a fly or a small insect. They're often extremely colorful, have a lot of sort of extraneous small pieces to them, like this one here. And in fly fishing, you can picture, right? There's a distinctive stance, a distinctive way of casting the line. When fishermen actually do that, they're using the weight of the line, not the lure itself, because these are extremely light, to cast the line and try to mimic the motions of that fly or small insect landing on the surface of the water. This is still a popular lure for fishers today, and that's how it's still popular enough to become today the state lure of Vermont. Fly fishers, including famous ones like Ted Williams and Clark Gable, both were said to really like this lure, and it's supposedly very popular for landlocked salmon and brook trout. And a man named Ray Plumley in the late 2000s became aware, first of all, that this country of Finland had an official fly fishing lure, and that there was a fly fishing lure that he was a personal fan of, named after a significant figure from Vermont history. So he put those two things together and petitioned the legislature, and in May 2014, this fly fishing lure became the official state fly fishing lure of Vermont. Now, this precise exact lure in the collection of the Vermont Historical Society represents all of that history and one additional piece. This was actually a gift to the collections of the Vermont Historical Society by Lola Aiken, the widow and second wife of George Aiken himself. So it has a direct connection to the man it is named after. Thank you for joining us today. Make sure you're following the Vermont Historical Society on social media, and please visit vermonthistory.org to learn more.